Hello. This video is a quick how-to guide for when you're in the field swapping kegs and/or troubleshooting the various issues. Kegs can be intimidating for some people, but this video will make everything super easy for you. First, perform a visual inspection of the kegerator equipment. Make sure everything is clean and spill-free. Make sure to rinse and wash the drip trays. Wipe down the top and the tower along with the taps. This is what the unit should look like when it's clean. Next, open up the unit and lift up the kegs. If they're super light, they're empty. If they're heavy or clearly have coffee in them, there still may be some issues, which we will walk through diagnosis later in the video. If they're empty, it's time to swap the keg out. All nitro kegs will have zip ties on the top and/or tags saying that they're nitro. We use ball lock style kegs. They have both an in and an out valve. The black valve is the out, and the gray and sometimes white valve is the gas valve that goes in the in. To remove, simply put 2 fingers under the lip with a thumb on top and lift the lip and pull off the post. Repeat the same process with the gray gas valve as well. You'll see on the keg where it says in and out. Normally they're right in front or behind the metal post, but sometimes it can be on the handles as well. To hook up a fresh keg, take the black ball locked connector and lift up the lip while holding the top and simply press it down onto the post. You'll hear this click when successful. Repeat the same process with the gray gas valve. You'll hear this noise when it clicks in. Make sure the gray goes on in and black to out. To check if the gas is filling, you can pull this pin and it'll release the gas. Regular kegs will need 10 to 20 psi for gas pressure, and nitro kegs will always use 40 to 45 psi. You can check the dials on the gas tank regulator. Sometimes there's technical service issues you'll need to fix. If the kegs are heavy and there's nothing coming out, most likely it's out of gas. You can check the dials on the gas tank. If they're at 0, the tank is empty. To swap the tank, make sure you turn the tank valve to closed. You'll see an arrow like this on the valve. Once closed, make sure you clear the regulator of any gas left in it by pulling these pins. Use your wrench counterclockwise to loosen the regulator. Push down on your wrench, and it's always easier if you hand loosen after you break it free. Once you remove the regulator, thread the regulator into the filled nitrogen tank. Make sure you turn this clockwise and then tighten it very well to ensure no leaks. Make sure you turn the tank back on and you'll see the dials go up. Listen for leaks. You'll see the dials at either 20 or 40 psi. Remember, 40 is nitro. You can increase the pressure by moving the regulator dial counterclockwise. Sometimes you'll need to back it off to loosen the lock ring. If there's gas with full kegs, there is a good chance the line is frozen. This happens if the kegerator goes into deep chill mode, but most common, it's when the line is touching the back panel. You'll see discolorations in the line, and sometimes you'll see the actual ice build up as well. The best way to solve this is to take the frozen part of the line and dunk it in a cup of hot water. Sometimes you'll need to change O-rings on the kegs. Take it off like so. You can also cut it off. Simply roll it back on to reinstall and then check it by putting the valve back on. If the keg seems to be leaking from the top, you'll need to replace the big O-ring. There's also times when you'll need to tighten up a tap. If the tap is moving, take off the top cap and use your wrench to tighten the lock nut inside the tower. Make sure you hold the tap while doing this. If you're replacing or deep cleaning the taps, you'll need to remove them. With the same wrench, you'll see a little nub that fits into the collar like so. Counterclockwise will loosen, and clockwise will tighten. Make sure you clean any springs as well. Always make sure to clean off dried coffee from the taps. You'll also need to clean the nitro tap nozzle each time you visit the kegerator. Simply unscrew it and use a screwdriver or coffee stirrer to separate the internals for cleaning. We'll put the parts in a cup and fill it with hot water. Let these soak for a couple of minutes. Use a brush or poker to clean the plate and the plastic pieces. Rinse everything. Then reassemble with the plastic first, then the metal plate, followed by the O-ring. Simply just screw it back on the top, and you're finished.